Cars, rocks, and all kinds of knickknacks. A Catoosa man began collecting things and eventually had enough to start an entire museum.
2 Works for You anchor Scott Thompson stopped by the DW Correll Museum and explains the meaning behind each collection in tonight's On the Road.
DW Correll had a thing for stones and minerals. Eventually, he put it all under one roof. We first heard about D.W. Correll's collection from Blaine Davis, himself the overseer of a quirky Catoosa landmark, the Big Blue Whale.
Antique cars, rock collections. He was a collector of things. I wouldn't call him a hoarder, but it's close.
Turns out that's pretty close.
He was originally from Colorado and went to California during World War II, worked on aircraft there, and then after the war, he worked for McDonnell Douglas here in Tulsa. That's how he ended up in Oklahoma.
Eric Hampshire is the curator of the Correll Museum.
Obviously, it was a hobby that grew and grew over the years as his collection grew.
D.W. designed and made jewelry at one point. He loved rocks and minerals. They fill rows of cases, carefully curated with their names and where they might be found. Exotic, sparkly stones from the other side of the world, and some from just up the highway, the ones that enriched little towns in northeast Oklahoma before those plays dried up.
I'm particularly fascinated by these cases here. This is rocks and minerals and some equipment from the Tri-State Mining District.
That's the lead and zinc region where Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri join up. The beautiful stones are fascinating, sure.
As far as Oklahoma minerals go, these are top-notch.
There's a 600-pound chunk of galena straining its wooden base, but D.W. wasn't satisfied. He grabbed other stuff.
But Mr. Correll was able to go down into those mines and collect some really cool stuff.
And along the way, he managed to snag a few old cars, too, with bright white balloon tires, big sparkling headlights, hood ornaments to match, and simple, spotless engines. Some were at the forefront of the automotive age.
He drove every single one of them. Up until the year he died. He had them all tagged to 1999.
Cadillacs, it turns out, used to come in original equipment purple. All of them still work. A couple might be seen in local parades. They always delight the Route 66 visitors, many of them from Europe and Asia.
They especially like the cars. Some of them really get into the rocks. Some of them just gloss over that altogether because they want to see those American cars and get on to the next place.
But don't be in such a hurry to get someplace else down the road. You'll miss the wagons and buggies and whiskey decanters, rocket ships and songbirds, chess pieces, and the golden driller with chest hair.
He did like to drink whiskey, and his friends liked to drink whiskey. There was a group of older gentlemen who would play dominoes here. He loved to show off his stuff.
And 19 years after his death, D.W., who gave it all to the city of Catoosa, is still showing off his stuff. Just look for his face on the outside of the building and his treasures on the inside.
I think his plan was, I'm going to collect everything I think is neat. And that's what he did.
The museum is closed on Sunday and Monday. The City of Catoosa website has more information. Scott Thompson, 2 Works for You.